So, thanks to COVID, I've had a lot more time to go through all the things I've been collecting over the years. And one of the things I've been hoarding is paper, especially Japanese paper. I don't know where the obsession began, but it was quite a few years ago. And for the most part, I haven't even worked with so many of them. So many of them are so beautiful that I find it hard to do anything with except just maybe even frame it. Like I love this one. And this is kind of cute. I don't even remember buying this. And then I really like this. Just love that sort of pattern. Same with these I found yesterday. Well, I knew they were there, but totally forgot about them until recently. These I bought at the now sadly departed New York Central Art Supply. They have one of the largest collections of paper. Very sorry to see that gone. And there's even one here that some of you can't see. It's handwriting, which I also love. Didn't love doing this when I was translating for Old French, but this is beautiful. And this is actually in Italian. And then there's these. I think I got this from Paper Place or formerly the Japanese Paper Place in Toronto. They have an amazing selection as well. There's also a place in Hamilton that as soon as I can, I'll go out to and see what else I can hoard. These papers I think were just from Daiso, because a lot of the art supply stores have, sheets for projects or for wrapping. And I had this as a project. These papers were actually laid out on top of our old dresser, and then I put a glass top on top of that. So they did have a function, and they will be used again. I don't know if you can. There's the proper side. It's hard to see in the camera. It's a beautiful pattern. And then there's these that I've been collecting from Japanese stores. This one's from Daiso. I think I may have got this at the one in Toronto. I know I've been to the Daiso in San Francisco. Oh, it's called Umomo in North America, but it's Daiso in Japan and also in San Francisco. And I highly recommend going to Japantown if you're visiting San Francisco, because it is just amazing. Just seeing all the products, and I wish I could go back. And these are just plain papers for origami. But again, I'll probably be incorporating these into my sketchbook and working on different color grounds as an experiment. I'll show you in a minute that I've been doing that already. This, again, another beauty, and again, I think that's from the Paper Place. Just little samples and that you can incorporate into different projects. This was a pack that you can get, also Daiso. So that was either from San Francisco or, it was probably from San Francisco. And these are more papers that I believe I got from Daiso. Actually, it was on clearance. So I think I incorporated that into the dresser as well. And these are just the racks of paper, and for some reason I have a white paper in there and I don't know its details, so that'll be fun. I'll try it out. And then there's this old kind of postcard that I might have got as wrapping paper and just decided not to use because I find it hard to use them. So yeah, and then there's also the hoarding of all of my watercolor papers that I've bought over the years in various places, and I have even more underneath the futon of the larger sheets. So they all work for various different things. Some work better than others, obviously. Some are a lot more expensive than others. Yeah, and I love Hanamila for photography. So that's why I got this one. It is really nice for their watercolor blocks as well. And then little travel ones. This is well used. There's only one sheet left. More Hanamila. And then the kind of cheapies. Strathmore. And then this one is made with wind power. So yeah, that's a little bit of, it actually has some photos inside, or some paintings inside. So that one is actually all used. So there you go. I did use up one. So yeah, and clear this away. And so I've been using different papers. That was just to decorate the front page of this sketchbook when I first started using it. And sometimes I've used it to cover up things that I don't like, that didn't work out, and I just don't like seeing in the book. There's a lot of things I do leave that I don't like, but this was just testing gray paper that my mom gave me. It's a Strathmore toned gray, and then there's this one, this recent one. This is a Japanese paper, and so I went with a Japanese theme, and it's hard to see, but it's got almost an iridescent quality to it with the elements material that's in the paper. It's a little bit hard to work with ink pens because they keep getting stuck in the paper, and even brushing on things also pulls up the paper, but I really like how it came out. And then there's these two squares that I'm still debating what to put in them. But that's just some of the things that I'm thinking of doing more of. And and there's still more. So that's the paper I used in the sketchbook, and then that's a different type in a peachy color. So yeah, I hope to be using them a lot more. And it is hard when you know you won't be able to replace them. All those ones that I got at New York's Central Arts, doubt that I would be able to find those ever again. But you never know. And there's also a lot of online places, and I'll leave some links down below for where you can find these lovely, lovely papers. Thanks very much.